my God, this is the Champions League match day 8, and it is the end of the drama, the end of the cinema which is happening across the globe. But what is that which is going to happen? Oh my God, my eyes just couldn't believe that this is going to be one of the epic clashes across the globe. Match day 8 of the UEFA Champions League, and for the lineups, we will first go the predictions which we made. The video has been uploaded to our channel. I mean, all these stimulators where how the teams are going to perform or not, and what is the reason why they are going to be those best. That is what the thing which we have to look for. But before that, just give me a sec and let me upload this. It will definitely yield much to it. It will definitely yield much to it, boys. Big moments incoming. And yes, there is a poll over onto the chat that whether the underdogs are going to cause those upsets or not, or it is the likes of, I mean, the big teams getting those big victories. That is definitely another watch to have. But the most happening thing is that whether Manchester City, Pep Guardiola's man, whether Ancelotti, Real Madrid, whether Bayern Munich, whether PSG, so many big teams on the line, can they make it to the top 24 of the Champions League? That is what the whole world is waiting to watch. What is going to be it, boys? The match links, if you are not having, you can join our social media links. The links are given in the description where you can have the watch of the matches. If you are not willing to just shell your bucks out of your pockets, that is also the options which are available on the different social media links given on the channel description as well as on the link. But what I want is now the analysis of the lineups. First, let's move with the likes of Real Madrid and the likes of Brest. Here it is on the screen. Oh my God, can you believe this? Look at it. Brest not doing bad in the Champions League. In the table to talk about, Brest are really doing good. They are at the 13th spot, 7 games, 4 wins. And Real Madrid, Los Blancos, 7 games, 4 wins, but the goal difference of just 1, that is, they are on the 12, a draw, which is Brest having more, whereas Madrid has lost a game more in the Champions League, and Real Madrid's Champions League campaigns has not been at smoothest. I mean, Los Blancos, are they going to make it to the top 16, top 8 or top 24? What are your predictions? Do tell us on the chat section. But this is the lineup for Real Madrid and the likes of Brest. And it is going to be happening. It is going to be happening. 18 matches. Solfona. Yes, boy. 18 matches we are having. I mean, how on this holy earth can you imagine the drama, this cinema which is going on is that of 18 matches? You are absolutely right, my boy. 18 watches. Can you just imagine that this world is going to witness this cinema ending on the match day 8 of this league phase with 18 matches? Oh my God, I have never seen this drama in my life. But let us go back to the lineups. Real Madrid having Vasquez, Tchouaméni on the center backs. Again, Tchouaméni is not liking that. They have got David Alaba, but Ancelotti now sticking to Tchouaméni on the center backs, and Valverde, Modric, Diaz, Bellingham, Rodrigo. No signs of Vinicius Jr. He is suspended. He will not be able to play this game. Courtois on the goalkeeping positions, and it is that Mendy again on the left backs. I mean, there has been a division on the fans of the Los Blancos that what Ancelotti has been preparing with this. And again, he has chosen Mendy and Vasquez on the left backs and the right backs. But Brest, the French team, I mean, it was Lille which has caused those upsets for the Los Blancos. But now Mbappe back to the form, but not the presence of Vinicius Jr. Can Ancelotti's men in their somewhat disbalancing act in the Champions League matches, but doing good in La Liga, can come back with this big win. Ardagula and Enrique are there for the substitutions, but it is not the likes of Garcia on the left backs and Asensio not on the center backs. Vallejo, Melata ho, Carvajal, Camavinga, and the non-availability of Vinicius Jr. on the squad. It is David Alaba there present, but Ancelotti has stuck to this lineup, guys. Ancelotti has stuck to this lineup. And we will move on to Brest. It is Balde and Ajoroji. They both can cause those. It is that Sima on the lines of Brest, Eric Roy's team, can they make those differences? It will be a must watch and we will be having the watch. Apart from this lineup, we will move on to the next big game. It is the likes of Stuttgart facing Paris Saint-Germain. The lineups of Paris Saint-Germain and Stuttgart, here it is on your screen, guys. You can get a watch of it. I mean, Stuttgart playing at home. How can you believe this? That the at MHP Arena, PSG have traveled to the Germans prior to this against Bayern and they lost by that. But it is against Stuttgart, and talking about the table of Stuttgart and Paris Saint-Germain, I mean, both the teams, PSG at the 22nd spot, Stuttgart at the 24th spot, 7 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Both of them are having the same, but the goal difference of 2 goals, I mean 3 goals to be precise. PSG are at the number 22 and Stuttgart are at the last spot, 24. It would be huge for Stuttgart to get a win over here, but they can definitely do it. Other results do not matter to Luis Enrique in final Champions League group matches, but PSG need just 1 point to qualify for the knockout stage. They have to get 1 point, at least a draw they have to make it to be in the Champions League. That is what is needed by Luis Enrique's man. And with the likes of their Hakimi, who has been the most consistent of Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League tournament, which is happening over here, but they have got those transfers. I mean, that is also Colomani is not in the squad. It is Dembele, Do, Barcola, and Ruben Neves is back in the squad on the defensive midfields. Vitina, Zaire Emery, Marquinhos, and Paco on the centre backs. Hernandez is there on the left backs. He is also back from the injuries. PSG have got those. But talking about Stuttgart, they have got Dennis Undav, Furyk, Leveling is there, Milot, Stiller. I mean, much of the young players for Stuttgart, Sebastian Hoeneß, with the likes of Bradlow on their goalkeeping positions. Will they make it or not? I mean, you can call it. But talking about the injuries, Nuno Mendes is not available for PSG because he has got those suspensions. He's not available, and same is that for Anthony Roald for Stuttgart, whereas Alexander Nubel is not available for Stuttgart. My God, Stuttgart has few injuries and some suspensions as well, but can they make it, or will they allow the French league top team PSG to advance into the next stage for the draws, for the playoffs to happen? And we will just move on to the next match, which is the like of Barcelona and Atlanta. Barcelona has really got, this is the lineups of Barcelona and Atlanta on the screen over here. Barcelona has got most of their players in the squad, but the likes of Bernal, Christensen, Inigo Martinez, and Dani Olmo, who somehow got those registrations from the Catalans, is on an injury and he is not available for this. But Hansi Flick has made this team lethal, and the high centre back lineup is causing all those menace. But the likes of their attackers, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Yamal, they have been scoring bombers. They have become lethal weapons. Hansi Flick has transformed them and given them those steroids to be that much efficient in the team. Barcelona has got those capabilities, and yes, they can upset Atlanta, because talking about Gasperini, the Sly Fox, the Azuris, Atlanta, they are having the injuries of their elite man, Lookman. Adamola Lookman is injured for Atlanta, as well as the likes of their striker, Skamaka. Major injury blow for Gasperini, but Casano on the injuries as well. What is the likes, because they have got Keteliere and Retigui to make those differences counting. If they are playing against Barcelona and they are not pressing, then it is of no use because of that high centre back lineup. How is Atlanta going to make that with those three centre backs they are playing? And on their right backs, it is Bellanova, and on the left backs, it is Zappacosta. Much of the performance needed by them on their defense. But on the attacking aspects, Redigui and Ketelaere definitely have to do much on this equation. Moving on to our next game, it is the likes of scratching bald heads. It is Manchester City, who has been traumatized by those defeats which they faced. It is the likes of Pep Guardiola's men not having that good form this season, and they are already out of that number 24 spot. But this win against Club Brugge, which they have also managed in the earlier versions of the Champions League, where they got those massive goals against Club Brugge. Can this happen again? Because it is at the Etihad. City are at home, and Club Brugge, with the managerial assist of Nicky Hayen, have travelled to Etihad to face this. Pep Guardiola and company may not be that Brugge are going to be the Champions League winners against them on this day. But knowing that they may be just knocked out if they don't win, they have to perform their best. And talking about Guardiola's lineup, the injuries of Doku, Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz, Rodri on a long term, Oscar Bob, will that be the factor they are having? And on this, he has not brought in the new transfers this season. It is Omar Marmoush not in the starting lineup for the likes of City, and it is not the likes of their new centre back which they got. He is also not there. He is not even there in the lineup. Oh my god, Savino not in the starting lineup as well. It is their elite players who has been consistent. De Bruyne is back with the captain's band and is in the starting lineup with Foden, Gundogan, Haaland, Kovacic on the defensive midfields. That will be critical. But can Club Brugge make those differences? It will be the watch to also have. And moving on to the home group of watching, it is the likes of Bayern Munich against the likes of Slova Bratislava. But this is the lineup here onto the screen, and Bayern are also having those injuries, guys. To talk about them, Eric Dyer, he is also on a cold. He is injured. Ulrich is that goalkeeper who is suspended. Daniel Peretz, the goalkeeper, is also injured. No options of goalkeepers for Bayern. They have signed that new goalkeeper in the squad, but it is only for this match that Manuel Neuer is the option, whereas Leon Klenak, the new signing, as well as Max Schmidt, is there. But in the starting lineups, it is Mathis Tell on the left wings. Oh my god, it is Muller, Olise, and Sané. Harry Kane is there on the strikings, Pavlovic on the defensive midfields, Kimmich on the right back. So Sacha Boy, back from the injuries, is on the left backs. Oh my god. Kim Min-jae and Stanisic is there. Stanisic back from the injuries. Vincent Kompany is taking to a new team in the first lineup. That is something of the cost to be looked at. But it is Slova Bratislava which they are facing at home. and Slovan Bratislava, to be talk, are on the second last spot of the Champions League, not winning a single game. Company and his man need a helping hand to finish in the top 8 because they have been remaining hopeful consistently. They have got those losses, they have been surviving, and they have been somehow managing to get those edges out of the competition. But in the long run, will it be that critical to watch? It is the watch along which we will be having. I mean, a total of 18 matches today on the watch. What it is going to be, boys? How are that going to be favored? Are the big names of football are going to get those wins, or it is the likes of the underdogs who are going to cause those upsets? That is the watch over here, and the game begins. I mean, we are just 1 minute lagging behind the actual gameplay because on these screening aspects it is definitely which is 1 minute of delay on the watch. Yes, that is, here we go, the kickoff of the match day 8 of the Champions League has begun, and a big moment incoming for most of the teams. A big moment incoming, guys, big moment incoming. Brest and Real Madrid, the game is also has begun. No, it hasn't yet begun. Barcelona and Atlanta, yes, they have begun. Oh my god. Stuttgart and Paris, yes, this game has also begun. Manchester City and Club Brugge, oh my god, it has already begun. All the matches of these match day 8, the score lines are there. You can have a watch of this here as well. But we will be first watching the likes of Bayern as well as the likes of Slovan Bratislava on the screen over here. It is Min Jae Kim, Olise, Sacha Boy staying on the right backs, boy. Kimmich passes to Stanisic. Stanisic is back on the lineup. That is a good aspect which company has got in this game. Stanisic is back, is a good option. I mean, he has got those defending options as well as now those left backs and right backs which he can exploit at times. That is what is needed. Big goals incoming, or it is the underdogs causing those upsets. Kimmich goes for Sane on the wings, but that is a block. Bratislava has caused those blocks so early. Headers going on. Olise to Sane again. Sacha Boy back passes to Kimmich. Kimmich has got Stanisic. Stanisic passes to Min Jae Kim. Kimmich is staying on the right backs. Pavlovic on the anchor midfield position. Stanisic as well as the likes of Min Jae Kim are staying those centre backs. Muller joining on the left midfields. He has got Tell, but he prefers to just center the ball. Oh my god, oh my god. Back to Stanisic. We can have a good watch of the game over here from this screen as well. This will definitely look good, boy. This will definitely look good. But let me just change the screen over here to this. Fixtures and results. Yes, it is 0-0. I mean, all the matches which we are having here on the screen, it is available. That looks good, boy. That looks good. That looks ultimate good. If there is any kind of upset going on, do tell us. Do tell us. Pavlovic, Harry Kane tries for those cross. No, Harry Kane is not looking lethal with the crosses. Pavlovic mispasses, but a clearance back to Manuel Neuer on the right time. No worries for him. Kimmich to Sacha Boy. Leroy Sane, Olise, make that curl, boy. No, he insists for that dribbling. Who is going to score that first goal? Who is going to score that first goal? Harry Kane trying his creativity. I mean, all of that Bayern are inside the box. Kimmich trying to just cut into the box. Pressure building up. It is for Mathis Tell to show some character on the watch here, boy. I mean, all the matches. Oh my God, Aston Villa has scored against Celtic. That is the first goal of the match day 8 on the watch. Aston Villa has scored against Celtic. Can you believe this, guys? Can you believe this? It is Aston Villa who has scored against Celtic. Oh my God, that was a header from Tell, but saved. Aston Villa is the first team to score in the matchday 8. This cinema has been started with the heroics of Aston Villa. Matchday 8s are looking so good over here, but who is that player who has scored for Aston Villa? Oh my God, Aston Villa has scored 2 goals. Inter has also scored. Oh my God. This match day 8 is going to take the toll of most of the teams. Where is that game of Inter on the screen? Oh my God. Aston Villa has scored 2 goals. Can you just believe it, guys? Can you just believe it? This match day is taking a toll out of all the teams. Yes, now the screen is apt and all the score sheets are available over here, boy. Oh my God, Inter has also scored against Monaco. Lille has scored against Feyenoord. Man, drama coming in, boys. Drama coming in. Let us just make this stimulator look good. It is the likes of Inter Milan scoring 1 goal against Monaco, and it is Aston Villa scoring 1 goal against Celtic. And what are the rest combinations which we are giving? Inter has scored, Aston Villa has scored, and it is Lille who has scored against Feyenoord. Yes, it goes. It is the Champions League countdown which is happening, boys. Let us go back to the screen. Good drama, good aspect happening here on the screen, and we can have the stimulator as well. Oh my God. Look at this stimulator. Look at this stimulator. Much of the drama coming on. Much of the drama coming on. It is still now. I mean, you guys can update me that what is going on over here. It is the likes of Inter who has scored against Monaco, and it is also Lille scoring against Feyenoord, but it is Aston Villa who has scored the first goal of the match day 8. That is what is here on the screen. We will be just evaluating the whole table right now over here. Big game ongoing, boys. Big game. It is the score sheet which you can have a watch of. Look at the score. Oh my God, it is Atletico Madrid. Oh my God, scoring against Salzburg. What are the updates? Lille has scored 1 against Feyenoord. On the right, it is Club Brugge. Girona. Atletico Madrid has also scored, guys. Atletico Madrid has also scored, but is that goal going to be standing? Where is that one? Oh my God, Aston Villa has scored 2 goals. We have to add 1 more goal. And Atletico Madrid has also scored against Salzburg. Damn, this cinema is going to end very dramatically. Let us add 1 more goal for Atletico Madrid. Where is Atletico, man? 18 games in a day, night at the same time. And that is what this cinema is all about. Where is Atletico? Yes, Atletico has scored against 1 Salzburg, and it is Aston Villa scoring 2 goals. Just look at it. The table is turning its toll, boys. The table is turning its toll. I mean, these are the goals. If I am not correct, do correct me on the chat section as well. Aston Villa scoring 2 goals. It is Lille scoring 1 goal, and it is the Rogi Blancos Atletico scoring 1 goal. Inter has also scored. I mean, already 1, 2, 3, 5 goals scored in just 10 minutes of the gameplay. My goodness. My goodness. This is the watch which we are having. Oh my god, it is Bayern who has scored. I am not being able to watch a single match, guys. This is looking absolutely cinematic. I mean, 18 games a day. Which game are you going to watch? It has been much of those aspects. Who has scored for Bayern, man? It is Bayern who has scored. Look at that. Who scored for Bayern? Man, this Champions League is going to tail. It is Thomas Muller scoring. I mean, I have not been able to watch the matches even uploading this on the screen. This is really looking too hilarious. Where is Bayern? Yes, Bayern has scored. Let us add this on the watch. It is Bayern who have scored 1 against Bratislava. Big ones, boys, big one. What are the updates? Paris Saint-Germain has also scored against Stuttgart. This is getting cinematic. Paris Saint-Germain has scored against the likes of Stuttgart. Oh my god, who has scored for Paris Saint-Germain? I mean, 18 matches. This is what happens if you are going to have this. Talk about PSG who has scored. It is Barcola scoring it. Oh my god, this whole 90 minutes will be just wasted in getting those score sheets updated. Let us just switch the screen to here. It is Paris Saint-Germain scoring against the likes of Stuttgart. This is the fixture still now. Paris scoring against Stuttgart, Bayern scoring against Bratislava, Aston Villa 2 goals from Rogers against Celtic, Inter scoring 1 goal against Monaco, Atletico Madrid scoring 1 against Salzburg, Lille 1 against Feyenoord. That is what the scoreline is. Oh my god, it is getting too hectic. It is getting too hectic, boys. This match day 8 drama is definitely going to yield more this. Oh my god, this is getting so cinematic. I mean, 18 matches. What more fun can you have on the screen? What more fun can you have on the screen? I mean, how do you guys want us to make those match analysis as well as whatever tactical capabilities you call it? How is that going to happen? I mean, in a single day, 18 matches, this is a big joke, big joke. Big joke from UEFA for the football fans. 18 matches in a game, this is a big joke. Stanisic passes to Pavlovic. If there is any update on these score lines, do tell us on the chat section, guys. And yes, there is a poll on the chat that will the underdogs cause those upsets today? Is it that a yes? Is it that a no? Or it doesn't matter because all the things are going to be smooth? But Manchester City, oh my god, Atletico Madrid has scored their 2nd goal against Salzburg. Atletico has scored their 2nd goal against Salzburg and it stands. Atletico Madrid has scored their 2nd goal. Let us update the screen. That is what which we are going to make for this 90 minutes of fun which we are having. You can't make that happen. Let it be happen. Where is Rogi Blancos, man? Let us confirm it once again. Where is Atletico? Oh my god, this whole screen is looking so blurry in front of my eyes. Yes, Atletico has scored those 2nd goal. Let us update this on the stimulator. This stimulator will give us everything what is going to be on the next phase of the tournament. Where is Atletico, man? Yes, let's add one more goal for Atletico on the screen, and it is 2-0 up for Atletico. Big wins coming for the Roja Blancos, winning against Leverkusen, and now they are doing it so good. Salzburg will just have to carry those experiences which they have got in this tournament. Mikel Olise, we have got the predictions of the match day 8. It is on our channel, updated late today, just 2 hours back. You can check those as well. But Slova Bratislava, on the other hand, against Bayern, are trying to make some sort of build-ups on the watch over here. Sporting CP and Bologna, they are goalless. Stuttgart and Paris. Paris won up by 1 goal. Bayern and Bratislava won up Bayern. Barcelona and Atlanta is still goalless, boys. Still goalless. Dinamo and Milan goalless. Oh my god. Hope Milan doesn't go anything bad in it, because the table will take a much toll from that result. PSV Eindhoven and Liverpool still goalless. Sturm Graz, Leipzig goalless. Inter 1. Oh my god, Monaco has even got a red card. Holy Christ. You can't believe that. Atletico 2 goals up against Salzburg. Girona and Arsenal still goalless. Young Boys and Crevena no goals. City and Bruges no goals. Dortmund has scored. Oh my god. Dortmund has scored 1 against Shakhtar. Let's update the screen over here. It is getting so much fun. 18 teams participating and updating the score lines to get the latest of the stimulator, what is going to be happening. Because if this is going to be the case, then the bracket is definitely going to be the 4 teams which are going to be complicated. That is what it is all about. The love of the game, boys. Love of the game. This bracket, it is going to be much complicated, or it is going to be simple. That is the watch which we will be having. Yes, Dortmund scored 1. Benfica has scored 1 against Juventus. Oh my god. Benfica has scored against Juventus, and Feyenoord has just drawn. Benfica has scored against Juventus. Oh my god. Let's update it. Benfica has scored 1 against Juventus, and the other one is the likes of Feyenoord, who has just equalized. This is getting bit rusty, boys. This is getting bit rusty. I mean, do let us update the results. Do let us update the results. If there is any difference on the results, do let us know on the chat section. Oh my god, this is getting so fun to watch. 18 matches happening, pure cinema, pure drama. All the football fans today are going to be just enjoying this, because it is a circus which is happening for today. This is a circus which is happening for today. Oh my god, finally I can rest, I guess. No more goals being scored by other teams. Yes, the score line looks the same. Now let's just focus on the game. Bayern are still 1 up against Bratislava, and they are trying to get more into it. But Bratislava are staying so close on their defensive aspects. To talk about Real Madrid, they are still goalless. Man, Real Madrid and Brest still goalless. Los Blancos, come up big boys. Sane inside the box tries to find Olise. Denied, denied, denied. Muller crosses it. Harry Kane not getting that touch, boy, not getting that touch. I mean, 18 matches on a single day. Big joke from UEFA. Real Madrid are creating chances, but they have to be a bit clinical on this. Los Blancos are creating those chances. Get it big, boys. Get it big. Get it big on the watch. I mean, how is that screen looking on over here? I mean, all the 18 matches on the watch. What do you guys think? How is it looking? Do tell us. Oh my god, Bologna has scored one goal against Sporting. Damn, that is looking bad. That is looking bad, boys. That is looking bad. What is that Olise and Harry Kane doing inside the box? Look at Manuel Neuer halfway down the pitch. I mean, if this goes like this, then what is going to be happening? Because over here it is now Bologna who has scored one goal against Sporting CP. Let us update the fixtures. It is Bologna scoring one goal. PSV Young Boys goalless. Paris 2 goals. Paris has got 2 goals now. Come on, boys. Sturmgrass and Leipzig goalless. Manchester City Club Brugge still goalless. Bayern 1. Inter has scored 2 goals. Oh my god. Inter has now scored 2 goals against Monaco. Monaco has even got a red card. Oh my god. Dortmund has scored one against Shakhtar. And Barcelona Atlanta goalless, Leverkusen Sparta Prague goalless, Benfica has scored against Juventus. Yes, the scorelines have been updated. Dynamo has scored against Milan. Oh my god, Milan are going to face those upsets. It is Dynamo who has scored one goal against Milan. Oh my god. Roger Blancos 2 goals against Salzburg. Yes, it has been updated. Lille and Feyenoord draw. Aston Villa 2 goals. Yes, that is all about it. But the playoffs which will be happening will be of this. Look at this. The goal lines, the goals have been updated, and in this simulator, with this, something is that which is going critical, boys. Something is that which is going critical. What is going to wait? Just wait for this drama to end. 18 matches, drama a day. That is what is happening over here. That is what is happening over here. It is Mathis Tell on the wings, trying to make some cover, but no clinical finishings happening. But when is Los Blancos going to score against Brest? Man, Sporting CP, if they are going to get this loss, I think they may just exit from the Champions League. That will be bad. That will be bad for Victor Gyökeres men. That will be bad for Victor Gyökeres men. That will be bad for Victor Gyökeres men. Too bad, too bad. It will be too bad for Victor Gyökeres, man. I mean, if Sporting CP gets this loss, it will be so bad. They will be on the last spot in this scenario. That will be bad, guys. That will be bad. But Stuttgart, with this, they will have to exit the Champions League. With this performance, losing 2-0 already, they will have to exit the Champions League. Nothing much in them. Nothing left in for them. Inter Milan 2 goals up. Monaco getting a red card. Inter have just sealed their berth. They have already. Dinamo 1 goal up against Milan. AC Milan, Thiago Motta. Much of worries, boys. And Juventus, I mean Canciaso from AC Milan and Thiago Motta, Juventus also losing to Benfica, and Juventus has never won against Benfica. That is a sad, upsetting thing happening. That is a sad, upsetting thing happening. Juventus against Benfica, they have never won, and this is a big, sad, upsetting thing which is happening. Oh my god, it is Bratislava inside the box against Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer saves it. Oh my god. That is a save from Manuel Neuer, and again Bratislava are looking to make those counters. Now it is Kimmich getting those interceptions. Oh my god, Bayern were about to concede, boys. Bayern were about to concede, but Manuel Neuer saves that. So good. What are those passes Leroy Sané is making? He has become a piece of meat. He has become a piece of meat. Any updates on the scoreline, guys? I don't think so that there has been any scores. Let us just have a watch on the screen. No updates, but Manuel Neuer saves that big. It was Bayern who were going to concede, and it is Manuel Neuer who has saved it big time. Big time save from Manuel Neuer. My goodness. This is going to be worse. This is going to be worse. At Alliance, if you are going to concede, this is going to be worse. So much of worse. Whether that is going to happen or not. Leipzig and the likes of Sporting CP still goalless. Leipzig, when are they going to get those? Pure drama going on the match day 8, and we are enjoying it to the best. Let us enjoy the best. Match day 18. This saga continues. That is a corner at the Alliance. Olise gets for those corners. Header denied. Header denied. Header denied cheaply. Header denied cheaply. I mean, what is that player trying to do? He is just pressing the ball in the wrong direction. Liverpool has scored against PSV Eindhoven. The latest update, guys. Liverpool has scored against PSV Eindhoven. Oh my god. Big one. Liverpool finally scored. Let us update this. It is Liverpool getting those first goal against PSV Eindhoven. Oh my god. Look at that. Is there any update on these scores? Inter 2 goals? No. Rest of the scoreline is still the same. Girona has scored one against Arsenal. Oh my god, can you believe this? Girona has scored against Arsenal. Let's update this on the screen. It is Girona who has scored against Mikel Arteta. I mean, Girona last faced Liverpool and that was a loss. The first Premier League team which they have faced, and it is now Arsenal where they are one goal up. Oh my god. Girona has scored one goal against Arsenal. What is that going to be? Match day 18 is getting more interesting because whatever has yet happened up to the 30 minutes on the watch, this is going to be the playoffs. This is looking huge, boys. This is looking huge. I mean, match day 8, the bracket view, the scores which have been still going on, this is what it is looking. This is looking real bad, real bad. If there is a change on the score lines, do tell us, update it on the chat section. Yes, this is the score lines on the watch. It looks good. If there is any update on the score lines, do tell us, boys. Do tell us, boys. But Madrid, oh my god, Real Madrid has scored. Real Madrid has scored and Leverkusen has scored. Oh my god. Oh my god. Los Blancos finally scored. And yes, to our predictions, that is really going so good. To talk about Real Madrid, I mean, that is big. That is big. Lala brought down by Valverde just in front of the halfway line and the breast were just termless. That is real good. That is real good. Let's update the score line. That is what we will be doing today. A fun game for us. The score lines: Real Madrid 1, Brest 0. Let's update that from the Real Madrid's aspect. Los Blancos getting that, Valverde getting that, Lala time over here, so good. Apart from that, any upset? Leverkusen has also scored against Sparta Praha. Let's update it. Oh my god, this match day is taking a toll out of all of us. Where is the likes of Leverkusen? Oh my god, here it is. Leverkusen scoring that against Sparta Praha. In the fixtures, any more score updates on the watch here, guys? Any more? To talk about the likes of Leverkusen, it is Florian Wirtz who has scored. And to talk about the likes of Liverpool, where is that? Yes, it is. It is Gakpo. Oh my god, that was a penalty. Liverpool has got penalty against PSV Eindhoven. Oh my god. Way down lucky, baby. Way down lucky. You are doing it so good. Apart from that, any changes on the scoreline, guys? Benfica upsetting Juventus, Lille and Feyenoord, much to our expectations. Draw is going on. Man City and Club Brugge still goalless, whereas Girona is trying to upset Arsenal. Monaco on that race, losing with a red card, 2 goals down against Inter. And apart from that, all the predictions are going so good. But Stuttgart against Paris are also down and Bologna has scored. I mean, 4 upsets, boys, 4 upsets going on. 4 of the upsets are going on live on the match day 8. 4 upsets. But will these upsets stay up to the stoppage time or is it for the time being? That is also another aspect to watch. That is also another big aspect to watch because what the score line is staying over here. Just look at it. It is getting much interesting. It is getting much interesting. I mean, if the score line remains, then definitely much of the worries incoming, boys. The brackets over here are looking the same what we had just on our predictions. The same brackets are happening. Oh my god, PSV Eindhoven has scored against Liverpool. PSV Eindhoven has scored against Liverpool. Man, can you believe this? Let's update this. And on the other hand, Paris has scored their third goal against Stuttgart. Look at this, boys. Paris has scored their third goal. Oh my god. On the other hand, the score lines are the same for the other matches. No changes in it. "35 minutes, 36 minutes of all the 18 matches of the match day 8, and this is what the score line is. We have these stimulators ready as well. Much of the things will be seen. Man, that was a cross. What a bad header miss that is. What a bad header miss that is. Not looking lethal, boys. Not looking lethal in this. There are 3 upsets ongoing. Benfica upsetting Juventus, Girona upsetting Arsenal, PSV drawing against Liverpool, Bologna upsetting Sporting CP. Oh my god, Celtic has also scored against Aston Villa. Holy Christ. Celtic has scored a goal against Aston Villa. Can you believe this? Celtic have been doing good. Not in the Champions League, but in their own league, Celtic have been performing. But will that add to some sort of glory for them in the Champions League? I don't think so. It's a bit late for them to come up big. Let us change the screen onto the fixtures. Yes, this looks good. The live update of the score lines are here on the screen. What is that which is going to happen? Give us big, boys. Give us big. Are there upsets incoming, or the underdogs are going to stun their higher rank opponents? Give your votes on the chat section. What a drama in 39 minutes of this match day 8. So much of thing happening time at a time. PSV drawing with Liverpool. Dinamo scoring against Milan. Oh my god, Celtic has just drawn level with Aston Villa. Celtic are giving their best and they have drawn against Aston Villa till the 39th minute. Where is Aston Villa and Celtic, man? Celtic has a comeback. Two goals comeback from Celtic against Aston Villa. Unai Emery, what are your scorelines going to be at the end of the stoppage time? Oh my god, Liverpool has also scored their second goal. Liverpool has scored their second goal as well. Apart from that, all the score lines are, oh my god, again, it is Lille scoring their second goal. Holy crap. This is looking fun, guys. This is looking like a puzzle maze. This is simply looking like a puzzle maze. Arsenal has leveled now against a Girona. Finally, Ateta's man getting those comebacks. Yeah, we will update it to the best on the first half. I mean, the end of the first half, we will do it good. But it is what the scoreline is up to the 40th minute. I mean, to be precise, it is 41 minutes. But we are just 1 minute delayed of the score lines. Any more upsets, boys? Oh my god, Arsenal has scored their second goal as well. Mikel Arteta's man replying good to our predictions, and yes, they are proving it good. Let us update this on the Arsenal score sheet. Two goals. Looking good, boys. Looking good. Any more goals? Lille. It is Liverpool with two goals. Yes, it has been updated. PSG with three goals. Yes. Sturmgrass has turned Leipzig. Oh my god. Sturmgrass has scored their first goal against Leipzig. Man, much of the worry is incoming, guys. Dinamo won. Oh my god, Milan has got a red card as well. Holy Christ, can you believe this? Lille has scored their second goal against Feyenoord. Yes, it has been updated. Arsenal 2 goals, Villa Celtic 2 goals, Celtic making those comebacks, Real Madrid 1 goal. Los Blancos are looking steady, man. Los Blancos are looking steady. So this is what the bracket will look after the end of the match day 8 up to the first half. Only 2 more minutes left into it. What is that going to be happening? What is that which is going to be happening? Because this is really going to take a toll of all the things. Big moments incoming, boys. Big moments incoming. What is that? Is a free kick so close to the box. Get those curls, boys. Get it inside the nets. Get it inside the nets. Get those goals, boys. Lise with that cross, man, look at that. 45 minutes are up. How much of the stoppage time left into it? How much of the stoppage time left into it? What more there is in store for this first half? My God, 18 matches in a day. That is looking big. That is looking big. Still one goal up. Make that cross, boy. Make that cross. Holy God, no one is there to take those headers. That is looking so disheartening and so annoying. Man, I will just take a 1 minute break. When this first half is going to end, I will just take a 1 minute break. My eyes are really looking messy. My eyes are really looking messy. Get that goal, boy. Get that goal. Oh my God. Just one goal in the first half. When is the referee going to blow the whistle? 44 minutes on the watch. Mbappe winning that tackle, no denied. And Brest are really playing it so good, guys. Mendy, Bellingham, Rudiger, Chouameni, Valverde. Valverde crosses the flanks, but it is getting hard to penetrate, boys. It is getting hard to penetrate. What is the involvement? What is the involvement of the teams? And that forward from Brest, he is looking like a wrestler on the pitch. "45 minutes are up. How much of the stoppage time, boys? How much of the stoppage time left into it?" Vasquez on the right backs. Give that to the Brahim Diaz, boy. Man, Brahim Diaz was there. What has Vasquez done? He has just given away a glory time. Man, he has given away just a glory time on the pitch. Lost a big chance. But let us update the total screen over here that what is the score sheet. Let us update the score sheet, guys. Yes, Sporting CP and Bologna. Let's update it. It is 1-0. The stimulator, Mr. Stimulator, please give us those results. Yes, it is. Liverpool 2-1. Oh my god, PSV has scored against Liverpool. It is 2 goals. Young boys and Ravenna, it is half time. Paris, half time, 3 goals. We have updated it. Yes, it has been updated. I mean, no score sheets for young boys. And no score sheets for Man City as well. Oh my god. Bayern 1 up. Sturmgrass 1 goal up against Leipzig. Yes, it has been updated. Man City and Club Brugge. Oh my god. Club Brugge has scored their first goal against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, my god, scratching his head. This is the exit of Manchester City from the Champions League or not. The late stoppage time will into it. Holy Christ. Inter 2 up against Monaco. Yes, it has been updated. Dortmund 2 up against Shakhtar. Dortmund, let's update the score sheets over here for the stimulator to give us the exact happening. Leverkusen 1 up. Yes, Leverkusen, it has been updated. Benfica against Juventus 1 up. Yes, it has been updated. Nice. Dinamo 1 up against Milan. Man, so many upsets happening. And Atletico Rojiblanco scoring 3 goals. Salzburg, yes, it was much predicted in our predictions, the videos which we had made. Salzburg, I mean, they have to carry those experiences. Apart from that, nothing to be said. Lille and Feyenoord, Lille 2 to that of Feyenoord 1, yes. And Aston Villa and Celtic 2 goals each. Yes, it has been updated. Girona and Arsenal 2-1. Los Blancos and the Brest 1-0. That is what the playoffs will look. If the winners stays like this, upsets, it is going to be it, boys. It is going to be it. What is incoming? What is incoming? I mean, the whole of the table is taking its toll, but will they stand up to the final stoppage time? Because the score sheets are over here. This is looking ridiculous. This cinema is going to end like this. What is that in the stoppage time? We will be coming in for the second half. We will also be take that first half break, and just 1 minute, do stay tuned to it. And yes, those of you who are watching it, do give us those like, share and subscribe, because it is really looking like a fun on the screen. It is really looking a fun to watch. These pictures are really looking. And yes, there is the poll over here that will the underdogs are they going to cause those upsets? If that is a yes, do give us, because already I can see Bologna upsetting Sporting CP. It is PSV Eindhoven 3 goals. Oh my god. PSV scoring 3 goals against Liverpool. Oh. Club Brugge 1 up against Manchester City. Sturmgrass 1 up against Leipzig. Let us just confirm it again. Yes, it is good. Benfica against Juventus, 1 up. Upset again. Dinamo against Milan, 1 up. That is what the upset is. Just give me a 1 minute. I will have a mug of coffee and we'll be back in just 1 minute. Be here, guys. Be here. We will make a good prediction of it. This cinema is going to be huge. This cinema for today, it is going to be huge, guys. This cinema is really going to be huge. Can you just believe it? What is happening on the match days? Let us back to our match center. This looks good, and let us just put this screen off from here and let us put the different aspects of the matches which has been happening. I mean, if to talk about the Champions League, Aston Villa and Celtic, Leverkusen and Sparta Prague, Dortmund and Shakhtar Donetsk, Dinamo Zagreb and Milan, Girona and Arsenal. Oh my god, oh my god. Inter and Monaco, Juventus and Benfica, Lille against Feyenoord. Oh my god. PSV Eindhoven against Liverpool. Man, Eindhoven has scored 3 goals. Salzburg and the likes of Atletico, Sporting CP and Bologna. Bologna scoring 1. Sturmgrass against Leipzig. That is what we will be covering in this. Let's have the stats on the watch. Here it is. The game Aston Villa against Celtic. 2 goals. Look at it. It is those 9 shots from Villa, but 4 from Celtic, and 2 big chances. They have converted those 2 big chances. Celtic has converted it. Man, Celtic are doing those mishaps for Villa. But will they get those up to those stoppage time? Will that be the most amazing thing to watch? And to talk about Bayer Leverkusen and Sparta Prague, look at it. 17 shots from Leverkusen, 5 big shots on target, 1 big chance, and yes, they have missed it. But Sparta Prague, they are surviving. One up, good one. Leverkusen and Sparta Prague. Leverkusen, much to be awaited in this. Borussia Dortmund and Shakhtar Donetsk. Just have a look of this. Oh my god. Dortmund has got 10 shots, 4 on target, 2 big chances, and they have scored those 2. I mean, Guirassy being that player scoring it for Shakhtar Donetsk. Good game ongoing from the yellow wall. Dinamo Zagreb has really stunned Milan. Look at this. Milan are down to 10 men. Musa getting those red cards, but Baturina, Zagreb scoring it. They have got 9 shots. I mean, Dinamo Zagreb at their own home of Stadion Maximi, they are just having a fun of Milan on the. I mean, Sergio Conceição's man will not be of that to bear with this loss. It will be definitely, we will be analyzing that what are the playoffs going to be soon by updating these score sheets on our stimulator. And the likes of Girona and Arsenal, Girona scored those first goal against their second encounter with the English club. Jorginho getting those penalties and Navaneri scoring. Danjuma from Girona, that man lethal, has also scored. 5 from Girona, 6 from Arsenal. This game is looking close, boys. Inter Milan and Monaco. Oh my god, Monaco are down to 10 man on the 12th minute itself. Martinez getting a penalty. Damn. Simone Inzaghi's men have sealed their berth. No one to stop them. Monaco not causing those upsets. Juventus against Benfica. It is that 5th time Juventus are going to get those defeats against Benfica. Thiago Motta has to worry. Pavlidis from Benfica has scored. Benfica causing those upsets against the old lady Juventus. Will that stand up to the stoppage time? Lille against Feyenoord. This is a close game which was going, but Lille has recovered with that own goal. Gimenez, that man from Feyenoord, lethal, scored also on the 14th minute. Indoven and Liverpool with a penalty, but it is 7 shots from Indoven and 8 shots from Liverpool on the watch. Salzburg and Atletico Madrid, just look at it. Rogi Blancos are really enjoying it. Simeone, that man, and Griezmann twice. Oh my god, Bologna are really disrupting Sporting CP. Bologna has got those 1 goals. Oh my god, 6 shots from Sporting. Victor Gyökeres, that man, not yet being scoring. Sturmgrass, Leipzig are being stunned by Sturmgrass. Malik, their man, scored. Leipzig has got those shots on target, but not getting those clinical aspects. Bayern, with that of Slova Bratislava, Bayern has got 15 shots but just 1 goal. Again, those disheartening performances at the Alliance. Real Madrid against Brest, Rodrigo scoring it good, but Brest are doing those damages. 9 shots they have. Man, anything can happen on this match day 18. Drama going on. Barcelona and Atlanta still goalless, but it is 3 shots from both Atlanta and Barcelona. I mean, Atlanta are down with injuries. Lookman is not there in the squad, but then also they are doing good. Barcelona at home, not making that good. Stuttgart against Paris Saint-Germain, they are just nailing it down, boys. They are just nailing it down. And the likes of Manchester City and Club Brugge. This is not what we expected. That is not what we expected. We will be back to our main screen. The watch over here. It looks good. But is that annoying thing going to happen? Because on this score line, Sporting CP 1 up. PSV Eindhoven, we have updated the simulator. Young boys goalless. Yes, it is. Paris 3 goals. Sturmgras 1 against Leipzig. Yes, we have updated it. Manchester City, Club Brugge. Brugge. Causing upsets for Guardiola. Bayern Munich 1 up. Inter 2 goals up. Yes, updated. Dortmund 2 goals up. Barcelona and the likes of Atlanta goalless. Leverkusen and Sparta 1 up. Yes, updated. Benfica 1 up against Juventus. Roger Blancos 3 goals. Lille 2-1 to that of Feyenoord. Aston Villa Celtic 2 goals each. Girona and Arsenal 2-1. Real Madrid and the likes of Brest. Yes, that is what. And if this scoreline stays like this, then the knockout phase playoffs will be really much worrying, guys. Look at the blocks. Man, the blocks are looking so close. What is going to happen? The second half has started over here. The second half of the gameplay has started over here. That is looking pure astonishing, and so much of drama and cinema into this. Will this end up to the stoppage time? Is the watch to have on the 18 matches on the 8th match day? Oh my god, UEFA is doing cinema over here. It was Aston Villa who scored the first goal of the match day 8 in the first half. Oh my god, Barcelona has scored against Atlanta. Can you believe this, guys? Barcelona has scored against Atlanta. That is a big thing incoming, guys. Big thing incoming from Barcelona. Let's update the score line. Yes, it is Barcelona 1 goal up against the likes of Atlanta. My god. This table is looking dangerous. And Shakhtar has scored. Man City has scored. Shakhtar 1 goal up. Let's update it on the watch. And it is Manchester City scoring that equalizer. Good. Goals happening time and again, guys. Goals happening time and again for the teams. If there is any goal happening, do let us know on the comment section. This game is looking so good. This stimulator is really looking so good on the watch. But when is the Los Blancos going to score their second goal? What was that? It was, yes, this was that. It looks good, guys. It looks good. If there is a goal happening on the watch, do let us know. Do let us know. We will update the stimulator and get what is going to be the playoffs. Man, this will look huge. This will look huge. I mean, to talk about the underdogs, many things are not happening there for the big teams. That is what, because a single game to decide and the scheduling of players to travel so long distances. Man, look at that. Chances are being missed time and again. Chances are being missed time and again. That is not what it is expected in this game. Big chances incoming, but not getting those critical finishings inside the box. Because it is a 1-to-1 game which is ongoing, and you have to rely on your basic instincts to play for it. This is a big ongoing cinema for the match day 8. Oh my god, Brest has scored. Holy Christ. Brest has equalized. What is that happening, guys? What is that happening? This game, I mean, let's update it on the score line. No, it's my mistake, guys. It is Brest equalizing against the Los Blancos. Holy Christ. Brest has equalized. Oh my god. Dang. Dang. Goals are incoming, guys. Goals are incoming. No signs of Vinicius. I mean, the shots which are taken here by the likes of Bayern, they are also not getting those lethal. No, dang, that goal from Brest has been denied. That goal from Brest has been denied. What actually happened? Let's put this off from the screen. What actually happened, guys? Let us have a look what actually happened. Damn, that goal doesn't stand for Brest. Hope it is not there on the watch. What is going to be the result? Oh my god, Paris Saint-Germain has scored their fourth goal against Stuttgart. Let us update the screen. PSG has scored their fourth goal against Stuttgart. Apart from that, no changes on the score sheet. Manchester City has equalized. Good for Guardiola. Barcelona 1 up. Atlanta good 1. Good show going on. Milan has scored against Dinamo. That is the again comeback from Milan. Let's update it on the screen, guys. Roger Blancos 3 goals. Man, they are crushing Salzburg. It is their cakewalk. That is all the score sheet is all about, and the stimulator is looking bit clumsy, guys. Time and again, things are changing. Time and again, things are changing. Man, big worries incoming, boys. Big worries incoming. How is this cinema going to end for the match day 8? That is definitely going to be. Oh my god, that was a chance. Kylian Mbappe. How could you miss that, boy? What a miss that was. Holy Christ. Oh no. That was so close. That was so close, buddy. That is Manchester City getting their second goal. It is the goal which City has scored, and yes, citizens will be roaring to it. Citizens will be roaring to it. And the Los Blancos has scored their second goal as well. That is a big win incoming. All our predictions are really going so good. Let's update it. Blancos scoring those 2 goals. Our stimulator is getting updated, boys. We will be getting the stimulator so ready on just 90 minutes. Lille has scored their third goal against Feyenoord. Oh my god. Let's update it. Let's update it. Lille has scored their third goal. Can you believe this, guys? Lille are doing so good. Man, look at the stimulator over here. Look at the stimulator over here. It is getting so close. It is getting so close. I mean, the goals being scored and the stimulator is getting so close. the clusters of the four teams who are going to face. Oh my god. I mean, having the table over here, but we will prefer to have this on the screen because the score sheet is much visible and it looks good and decent. All the 18 matches. And yes, guys, those of you who are watching us, do give us those like, share, and subscribe moments. It looks good and give us those like, share, and subscribe, boys. We are bringing you the 18 matches score lines on our screen. Man City getting those comebacks as well as those second goals. Much needed, much needed. What was that which was happening? Oh my god, that is finally a goal and it is Harry Kane scoring it. Thank god that was a goal. And thank god those substitutions being made by Vincent Company. Man, that was the thing. Musiala coming in, Coman coming in, Gnabry coming in, substitutions made, and yes, the goals are now seen incoming. Let's update the score sheet, boys. Let's update the score sheet. Any more changes in the score sheet? Yes, it is Bayern scoring their second goal. Let's update it over here. It is their second goal. Bayern which has scored on the stimulator. Barcelona 1, Juventus 1. Dinamo has scored their second goal. Oh my god. Dinamo has scored. They are just bouncing on the nets. Lille their third goal, Roger Blanco's fourth goal. My goodness. Aston Villa has got their third goal. Yes, it is. And the rest is looking the same. That is what the stimulator will come. I mean, time and again, this stimulator is looking so interesting, guys. I mean, the cluster of the games, the cluster of the teams which are over here, this is looking so good. Because if Liverpool wins that or loses that, they will definitely go on against Barcelona. Man, Arsenal and Inter Milan, look at that, the cluster. We are the first to get this on the watch, which is going over here. This is looking so good. Leverkusen has scored their second goal, guys. Leverkusen has scored their second goal. This cinema is going to last much, and we are going to update these score sheets for Leverkusen. They have scored their second goal against Sparta Praha. Thank God Leverkusen is now safe, but Juventus and Milan from the Serie A are now struggling, whereas Inter Milan are looking now decent. If we talk about this stimulator upon this score sheet, just look at it. It is just changing the total cluster of the teams which are advancing to the playoffs. I mean, the draw for the playoffs will be very much critical to watch over here. Very much critical to watch over here. So many live matches. 18 matches. Can you believe this? On the match day 8. Deciding the fate of the big teams, the underdogs, and there is a vote as well. Who is going to cause those upsets? Do cast your vote on the chat section pinned. Kimik. Man, Paris is winning big time against Stuttgart. Man, Craven Zavezza have got their first goal. Oh my god. They have got their first goal. Let's update it, boys. The first goal incoming from Crevena Zvezda. Young boys now are on the last of the table. If you talk about the table, young boys are last, Bratislava second, Salzburg, Girona, Leipzig. Man, Leipzig are losing it also. Stuttgart will definitely exit from the table. Bologna, Shakhtar, Sporting CP. This is going to be harsh, boys. This is going to be harsh. Sporting CP in such a tremendous form with Ruben Amorim, but Sporting CP getting this exit, it will be definitely bad. Sporting CP really deserved it to be in the top 24. Sporting CP really deserved it. Whereas Dinamo, Club Brugge, Manchester City with this one goal lead will advance to the 22nd spot. Celtic, Juventus, Brest, and Feyenoord and Monaco. Oh my god. Juventus are losing it, but to talk about the likes of Milan with this loss also, they will be on the 13th spot. Real Madrid on the 12th, Bayern on the 11th, Dortmund 10th, Atlanta 9th spot, running on Lille. Lille will be on the top 8. Man, that is going to be huge. That is going to be huge. But this disappointment, Sporting CP, they didn't deserve it, guys. Sporting CP didn't deserve it. Sporting CP didn't deserve to be out of the Champions League. That will be big disheartenment. That will be a big disheartenment. Dinamo has scored their second goal. Yes. Sporting CP with this exit, it will be the biggest, I mean, bad one where Sporting CP fans will have to be a, that will be bad, boys. That will be a big mishap. Had Amorim been there, it would have been a different story for them. Sporting CP getting those exit from the Champions League with this defeat, it is really a bad. I mean, this is something which is not much expected. Not much expected, guys. That was definitely not one of the expectations. I mean, Sporting CP getting those exits in the Champions League, big disappointment. Big disappointment for Sporting CP fans. Any goals happening? It is the 71st minute ongoing on for most of the matches. 66 minutes here for Real Madrid and Brest. The game started a bit late. Can Sporting CP equalize or get those comebacks against Bologna? And on the other hand, Leipzig not getting a single victory in the Champions League. Now this is losing to Sturmgrass. Club Brugge got those disappointments against City, but City has just overcome. Atlanta has scored against Barcelona. Oh my god, big clash ongoing, and it is that Atlanta has scored. Let us update it, boys. Atlanta has scored against Barcelona. Leverkusen 2 goals. Yes, we have updated it on the watch. And rest, the scoreline is still the same. But with this scorelines being updated, look at the stimulator, look at the cluster. What are the draws going coming tomorrow? It is looking close, guys. Look at this cluster. It is Celtic, Manchester City, Bayern, and Real Madrid on the same cluster. Oh my god. This is going to be huge. On the other hand, it is Liverpool and Barcelona, Atletico, and the likes of Leverkusen, Arsenal, and Inter Milan. Man, big teams colliding on. That is what the Champions League is in store for. What is that incoming? What is that incoming for the playoffs? What is the cluster which is going on, guys? Because the scoreline over here is, oh my god, Barcelona has scored their second goal. Barcelona has scored their second goal. Big one. Bring it big, boys. Bring it big. Inter has scored their third goal as well against Monaco. I mean, Monaco down 2-10, man, are now just losing it. And Inter are bombarding. Inter Milan are bombarding. Dinamo has scored their second goal. Oh my god. Yes, we have updated it. Apart from that, all is the same. I mean, that one goal difference will definitely add much to it. That one goal difference will definitely add much to it. Do tell us what are your say about the drama which is happening in the match day 8. Oh my god. My eyes just couldn't believe this. 18 matches at a stunt, and this is what I could have done it the best from my side. Los Blancos 2 goals up against Brest. That is definitely a comforting win. Tactical approach is what it is needed. But you are facing those teams in the first half, I mean, first time, and only for a one leg. This has dynamically changed the aspect for most of the teams. No more goals happening, boys. 51 goals in just 75 minutes. Match day 8, 51 goals so far has happened in just 75 minutes of the gameplay. My god, in just 75 minutes, it is 51 goals. Can you just imagine it? I mean, it is almost a goal per minute. Oh my god, Lille has scored. Lille has scored their fourth goal. Lille has scored their fourth goal. Oh my god. Lille are getting it comfortable now. Lille are now getting that rhythm comfortable against Feyenoord. Lille are getting it comfortable. Lille has scored 4 goals. Atletico 4 goals. Paris 4 goals. I mean, maximum goals scored. Till now, 52 goals have been scored in just 76 minutes. I mean, in 1.5 minutes, a goal being scored. Oh my god, the fans will really go crazy about this. Sporting CP has scored, man. Look at that. Finally, Sporting CP has scored it. Let's bring it, boys. Let's bring it. Sporting CP has finally leveled against Bologna. I mean, who is that player who has scored for Sporting? Conrad. Conrad is the player from Sporting CP who has scored. And yes, Manchester City has scored their third goal. That is again a big one. City getting it comfortable now. At Etihad, they are definitely going to crush Club Brugge. But PSV and Liverpool still Liverpool down by one goal. Liverpool are still down by one goal. Dortmund has scored their third goal, guys. Good, bring it up. Dortmund are also now getting it comfortable against Shakhtar. Barcelona getting those second goal against Atlanta. Atlanta are down with injuries. Benfica against Juventus. Thiago Motta's men are really not doing it good. And Milan, both the Serie A teams are not giving their. Lille has scored their fifth goal against Feyenoord. Oh my god. Lille has scored their fifth goal against Feyenoord. That is all the story is all about for the match day 8 in just 80 minutes of the gameplay. The cluster of the draw for the playoffs is looking so close. Look at that. Monaco, Brest, PSG and Benfica in the same cluster. Sporting CP, Dortmund and Bayern, Celtic, Manchester City, Real Madrid and Milan, Feyenoord, Juventus, Atlanta and PSV. Oh my god. Clusters are looking so close. Clusters are looking so close. Oh, Atlanta has leveled. Oh my god. Atlanta has scored and leveled against Barcelona. Man, things are just taking not the best of the shape which is expected. talk about the likes of Atlanta, it is Pasalic who has just leveled it. Oh my god. Pasalic has just leveled it. I mean, Atlanta getting those equalizers against Barcelona. Our predictions are getting bad, boys. Our predictions are getting bad. Benfica has scored their second goal against Juventus. Oh my god. Benfica has scored their second goal. Let us update it. Oh my god. Juventus are now just crushing it. Juventus are now being just crushed. Look at the clusters, guys. Look at the clusters. I mean, the league phase with this. I mean, Sporting CP are getting comfortable on the 24 spot. That is what is needed. Stuttgart now is out of the tournament. Dinamo Zagreb has got a few chances, but Leipzig, much worries for it. Leipzig getting those disappointments. And Stuttgart, two of the Bundesliga teams getting those exits. That is a disappointment. But in the bracket view of the next phase, look at this. Manchester City, Bayern, and Real Madrid in the same cluster, man. That cluster is really going to be big. Man, it is Lille getting those goals time and again against Feyenoord. Lille are just now dominating Feyenoord. Lille are now. Bayern has scored their third goal. Bratislava. 3 goal win for Bayern. It is looking comfortable. Kingsley Coman scoring for it. And it is Los Blancos also scoring their third goal. Look at that. Let's update it, boys. I mean, the clusters are really looking so close. Time and again, they are being manipulated. What drama ongoing. Bellingham and Rodrigo scoring those 3 goals. Where is the goal of Kylian Mbappe incoming? Whereas that of Muller, Kane, and Coman scoring for Bayern. Barcelona and Atlanta draw. Stuttgart and PSG Dembele hat trick. That is big one. Manchester City, Kovacic, and Savino. Their goal scoring spree. Oh my god, that was a fourth goal. That was a fourth goal incoming from Bayern. Leroy Sané is not having the best of his forms. Look at those shots being taken. Either he is hitting the goal post or he is hitting straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. But PSV Eindhoven winning it against Liverpool, that is a big upset. Liverpool are getting those upsets, or finally they are going to get those equalizers. Bakayoko, Pepe, and Celiberi, whereas Liverpool has got a penalty, Gakpo and Elliott. And to talk about this game, Liverpool has got only 8 shots. Man, what is that happening? Yes, are playing it, and no Mohamed Salah on the squad. Dang. Arne Slot, not with the help of Mo Salah in the squad, and no Diogo Jota. That is something not big. That is something not appreciable from Liverpool. Not appreciable from Liverpool. 85 minutes on the watch, boys. Will that be the end of the match day 8? Big clusters coming on, because if these score lines remain like this, then it is the cluster of Manchester City, Bayern, and Real Madrid in the same playoffs. Draw of the playoffs. That will be a huge one. 'This cluster is really going to take a toll out of it, boys. This cluster is really going to take a toll out of it. If this is going to stay for the next playoffs, oh my god. 88 minutes. Oh my god, Bratislava has scored. Bratislava has scored. Man, what a shot that was. But how Manuel Neuer couldn't just get a touch to it? Oh my god. Oh my god, it is Bratislava which has scored. Let's update the watch. Let's update the watch. Manchester City and Club Brugge. The game is over and it is 3-1 from Manchester City. These score lines have been updated. What is that going on, guys? What is that going on? What is that going to be happening? It is for Barcelona to get those goals against Inter Milan. Then only that is going to happen. What is that going to happen? Oh my god. Oh my god. The next cluster is really looking too clumsy. The next cluster is really looking so clumsy. Man, this is looking bad. This is looking bad. Salzburg has finally scored a goal against Atletico. Let's update it on over here. I mean, where is Salzburg? Hmm. Salzburg has finally scored a goal against the Rogi Blancos, Sturmgrass and Leipzig, ending it 1-0. Oh my god. Man City and Club Brugge, the game ended 3-1. Full time, boys, full time. Manchester City has now made it to the Champions League. Sturmgrass against Leipzig 1-0. And it is the game between Bayern and Bratislava. It is 3-1. Final scores. Final scores getting up high. But that is not really going to help any of the teams. And yes, it is the end of the gameplay over here. It is the end of the gameplay over here. What to worry, what not to worry, guys? What is that going to happen? Because the cluster which is going to be over here, Young Boys and Crevena, it is one for Crevena. Yes, this game has ended good. Man, Los Blancos, get a goal, boys, get a goal, because the next cluster is really looking so clumsy over here. My god, Girona and Arsenal. 4 minutes of stoppage time still going on. Celtic and Aston Villa. Aston Villa has scored 4 goals. Celtic 2. Aston Villa updating the score sheet. Lille and Feyenoord 6-1 ongoing. 1 minute of stoppage time. Milan losing it to Dinamo. Benfica, Juventus losing that to Benfica. Oh my god, this has been an absolute drama. This has been an absolute drama of the match day 8, because the next cluster, it is Juventus, Feyenoord, Milan, and PSV Eindhoven. Oh my god, they have played the big game, boys. The Serie A teams have played the big game. AC Milan and the likes of Juventus, they have played their big game. Dortmund and Shakhtar 3-1, the game ending it. Yes, the score. Juventus Benfica ending in 2-0. Yes, the score lines are updated. Man. But Liverpool has got that red card. Oh my god, losing it. Liverpool losing their first Champions League match against PSV. So much drama of the match day 8. What is in store for the next games? Man, this is just taking a toll of the table. This is taking a toll of the Champions League table. Let the game end, boys. Let the game end. would we change this to the end of the table over here? Because look at it, it is Eindhoven. I mean, they have just won it big time. They have got those 9 shots and they have denied Liverpool of any opportunities. But Liverpool not with Mohamed Salah. What is that? Are they slot done? Is that the downfall of Liverpool incoming? Big one, guys, big one. But let's wait for this table to be complete. Paris and the likes of Stuttgart, it is 4-1. Yes, the scorelines have been updated, but the playoffs are really going to be critical, guys. Sporting CP, Atlanta, Dortmund. But this cluster, Real Madrid, Bayern, Manchester City, and Celtic, the one who is going to get Celtic in the next phase will definitely be the low prayer, whereas the likes of Atletico and Leverkusen, man, look at this cluster. Whereas the likes of Liverpool, Barcelona, over here it is PSG, Benfica, Brest, and Monaco. Oh my god, this Champions League has taken a big toll. This Champions League table has taken a big toll. It was all for our predictions and it was looking so good. And yes, this has happened. Real Madrid scoring their third goal against Brest. Yes, it has been updated. No worries about it. Oh my god. Finally, Sporting CP making it to the Champions League table. Finally, it is Sporting CP making it to the Champions League table. Still 4 matches left. There are still 4 matches left into it. Still 4 matches left into it. What is that going to happen? Will there be any changes in the phase of place, or it is going to be still the same? Dinamo and Milan 2-1. Barcelona and Atlanta still going on 2-2. Man, it has ended. It has ended. 2 more games left. Milan and that of Liverpool. Who is going to be the winner? Milan, are they going to get those equalizers? No, I don't think so. It is that Serie A Italian mastermind. Both Juventus and Milan have played so tactically in getting those playoffs to the next round. And Liverpool down to 10 men against PSV are now just making it happen. 2 more games left, guys. 2 more games left. What is in store? Sporting CP and Bologna, it is 1-1. Yes, the score lines have been updated. Young Boys and Crevena, it is 0-1. Young Boys and Crevena, yes, it is updated 0-1. Stuttgart and Paris, it is 1-4. Stuttgart is out and takes the exit from the Champions League. Where is that Stuttgart? Stuttgart 1, Paris 4. I mean, let's take a look at the draws. Man, this table is looking so disheartening. This table is really looking so disheartening, guys. Look at this. Now it is looking so good. I mean, this is the cluster which is going to be happening. The results are all complete. It is the results. It is Bologna drawing with Sporting CP finally. Liverpool losing 2 Eindhoven without Mo Salah. Ravenna winning it against Young Boys. Young Boys not losing a single game. Paris winning it big time against Stuttgart. That was beyond our predictions. Leipzig losing to Sturm Graz. Man City winning against Bruges. Bayern against Bratislava 3-1. Inter winning that against Monaco was good. Dortmund to Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. Barcelona and Atlanta, that was a draw. Leverkusen winning it against Sparta Praha. Juventus losing to Benfica. I mean, Juventus never winning against Benfica. This is the fifth time they are meeting. Dinamo winning against Milan. I mean, both of the Serie A, Milan losing it, Juventus losing it. That was something disheartening. And on the other hand, from the Bundesliga, Stuttgart losing it, and yes, Leipzig losing it. These two were also disheartening. Atletico winning it against Salzburg, good one. Lille and Feyenoord, it is 6-1. Lille definitely took the blowout of our mind. Aston Villa finally recovering with those equalizers from Celtic, finally winning it 4-2. Arsenal coming back 2-1. Real Madrid against Brest 3-0. But the most disheartening thing will be, look at this. It is Liverpool or Barcelona against the likes of Brest, Monaco, PSG, or Benfica. Man. And over here it is Sporting CP, Bruges, Atlanta, or Dortmund against Lille or Aston Villa. Oh my god, the playoffs are going to be critical. But this cluster, look at it. Celtic, Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich all with the same playoffs. With that of Atletico or Leverkusen, man, look at it. It is City, it is Madrid. Madrid at the top of the La Liga, Bayern at the top of the Bundesliga, Atletico at the second of the La Liga, Leverkusen at the second of the Bundesliga. I mean, the La Liga and Bundesliga just finishes over here. Feyenoord, Juventus, Milan, and PSV Eindhoven over here, whereas Arsenal and Inter are over here. My goodness, this game has really ended, and all the expectations are beyond our imagination. Let us put this to our main panel over here. What were your expectations? And finally, the match day 8 is over. And yes, will the underdogs cause upset today? Thank you for posing your votes on it. And our predictions were made in the previous video, which has been uploaded. Do have a watch of it. And yes, tomorrow morning as well as tomorrow evening, there is those, draw for the playoffs, which we will be having those live watch alongs on the screen. The underdogs causing those upsets, the matches which were played, but I have a big question of the Serie A teams. The matches which were played, just have a look of it. How the things just converted it. To look at it, it is on the screen over here. This is looking beyond imagination. This is looking beyond imagination. just let me put it more onto the watch so that you guys can have a watch of it. Look at this cluster: Aston Villa and Dortmund against Sporting CP and Bruges. But here, this cluster: Real Madrid and Bayern and Celtic and Manchester City. Man, that is going to be huge. That is going to be huge. And with this cluster, there is the likes of Atletico Madrid and Leverkusen. Oh my god. But today, the game between, the way Juventus and Milan played, that game didn't look to me that good. There was some sort of fixing in it, or there was something which was happening in it. But nonetheless, this is the game of football, and yes, we will be back with the live watch along of the draws of the Champions League as well. Do stay tuned to it, guys, and we will just end this dramatic end of the Champions League with a good note. Bye bye, guys. Keep calling.